Okay, so this is the topic for today. So I say full coverage, okay? Full coverage untuk Certs. So today, this is the whole things that you will have to know about Certs. The whole things, yeah. I think there are no other things after this, but maybe, yeah, maybe you will find more things that I still don't teach, but yeah, I think it's also included here. So, in order to master the techniques explained here, yeah, it is vital that you undertake plenty of practice. Yeah. So, dalam search ini, the only thing that you must do is, yeah, doing plenty of practice. Karena ini hanya seperti indices, ya, hanya a way of writing numbers. Okay, so can you manipulate that? So that is the question. If you can manipulate Surds, like simplifying Surds, that's enough, right? Number two, what else? Operating Surds, and later you will see more problems about this. Okay, now let's continue. Remember, plenty of practice. That is why we have many questions today, and you must solve them. Okay, let's go. So after this lesson, you should be able to. Deva, still sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah, so after the lesson, you should be able to, number one, understand the difference between surds and whole number roots. Ya, jadi udah tahu ya apa bedanya surds and whole number roots? Like, what is the difference between the square root of 4 and square root of 2? Yeah. Square root of 4, that is a whole number roots. Itu bukan roots, tapi itu whole number roots. But surds, yeah, you know the definition. And number two, you know how to simplify expressions involving surds. Ya. Nah, nanti ada expressions yang ekspresi matematika atau persamaan matematika yang mengandung surds. And yeah, so now the question is, can you simplify that? Okay, after the class, I hope you have that skill, that ability. Number three, okay, what is this? Rationalize fractions with surds in the denominator. Okay, do you ever hear the word rationalize? What is the meaning?
Yes.
What is it?
Rationalkan.
Yeah, okay, very good.
To make sense, yeah.
Okay, very good. Next, we continue. 2, 1, let's go. Okay, now let's review first. Review, okay? Just listen. I'm gonna use different words, different sentence. Ya, kalau sebelumnya udah mengerti, sekarang kita review dengan kalimat yang berbeda. Dan I hope you still remember this, okay? And kalau kalimatnya berbeda, pemahaman tentang konsepnya akan lebih baik juga. Okay, now, so this is how we can use to explain about what is surds. Okay, first we explain about the roots. Okay, like the square root of 36 equals 6. The cube root of 8 equals 2. The fourth root of 81 equals 3. The cube root of 125 equals 5, and so on. Number 5. And all of the above roots have the exact values and are called rational. Like number 6, it is rational. 2, it is rational. Okay, now, yeah, I'm going to ask you to use calculator to find this, the square root of 2. Now, I have a question. What is the meaning of this sign? Kalau ada, ini bukan tanda sama dengan ya. What is this?
Yang saya ingat dulu tuh kalau nggak salah pembulatan, Mister. Membulatkan.
Oh iya.
Yes, very good. But we can say it is the sign of approximation.
Oh, approximation.
Dan salah satu teknik pendekatan itu adalah pembulatan, ya, rounding of the number, ya. So, it is not exactly 1.41, but the approximation is 1.41. Yes, itu bukan nilai sebenarnya. So this is the problem. So this is where we get the idea of surds. Remember that? Yeah, you remember that, right? And all these roots do not have exact values. Dia tidak mempunyai nilai yang sebenarnya, and are called irrational. Okay, and you already tell me the meaning of irrational, number that cannot be defined or expressed in fractions form. Okay, so this is the idea of Surds. Now you remember that, right? Come on, thumbs up, and if you still remember this. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next. Now we go to the real problem here. Yeah. And they are called Surds. Okay, now, as you remember, you also solve some problems about adding and subtracting Surds. Let's read this with me, okay? 3, 2, 1. Because a Surd
Because a Surds such as
square root of
square
2
2 cannot be calculated exactly, it can be treated in the same way as an x variable in algebra.
in algebra. The
The
following
following examples will
this
illustrate
point.
this point.
Yeah, so we now relate Surds to algebra. Sekarang kita hubungkan Surds dengan algebra. Ya, in algebra we have variable. Tell me the meaning of variable again. One, anybody? What is it?
Variables
We
is
don't know the real numbers.
value.
We don't know the numbers, so we define as x or
Alphabet
maybe.
to
Very good. I can hear your voice, girls and boys. Okay. So the number can change, right? The number still can change or the number can vary, bisa berubah-ubah, right? That's why we call it berubah in bahasa Indonesia, right? Okay. Now,
Ubah? What?
berubah. I don't think you know this, right? Berubah. Di kelas matematika kayaknya. Berubah.
Ubah.
Yes. No? Okay, if you are confused with that word,
I'm confused.
but just remember that variable is, that's something that can change in value, right? Nilainya dapat berubah. Okay, so now we use algebra to explain about how we subtract and add Surds. For example, if we have the problems 4 square root of 2 plus 6 square root of 2 and we add them, well, let's treat this the same as, nah kita lakukan ekspresi ini sama halnya dengan 4x tambah 6x, ya. Because they have the same variable, so we can add them, right? Do you remember that in algebra class? Yeah. So akar 2 kita misalkan x-nya, so they have the same Surds, so we just add the numbers in front of the Surds. Now, I have a quiz problem again. Ada quiznya lagi, okay? If you list 4x plus 6x equals 10x, if we call x as variable, so number 4 is called, what is the name?
Basis. Base.
Constant.
No, it is not called base. Remember, we will not.
Constanta.
Constanta.
No, not a constant because it has variable. Constant is.
Coefficient.
Ah, very good. Coefficient. Okay. Okay, is everybody good with that? Agree with that? Okay. So this is the idea. So we get 10 square root of 2. And we can do the same with the subtraction. Okay, so you agree with this? Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Let's continue. Number 3, give me your answer.
Uh, 13 square root 3.
Square root of 3.
Oh, very good. Okay, one more. What is this?
Minus 4
Minus
square
4
root
square root of 17.
Okay, thank you, mathematicians. Thank you. Okay, now let's continue to the next. Okay. Now with adding and subtracting Surds, that's very easy to add and subtract. Now what about simplified square root? Okay. Well, you already know this. Now let's hear and let's read some about that. Let's read together. 3, 2, 1, go. Some
Some square roots can be broken down into a mixture of integer values
and Certs.
and Surds.
The following
following
examples will
examples
illustrate this
will
idea.
illustrate
Idea. Can someone translate that to me? What?
beberapa akar bisa dipecah jadi beberapa bilangan ya
Berapa nilai?
dan
Nilai bulat
beberapa nilai dan bilangan irasional
and Surds. Okay.
ya dan apa sih?
Okay, thank you, thank you. That's enough. Okay, the following examples
Okay.
illustrate this idea. Very good. Okay, now let's listen. Let's look at this example. Okay. Well, I just want you to read this. Okay, this is just a review, but yeah, you can use the sentence to explain this to others. Ya, gunakan kalimat-kalimat seperti ini ya sebagai referensi untuk menjelaskan ke yang lain. Okay. So, yep, the square numbers are like this. Okay, agree with this?
Yes.
Okay, you finished reading this? Okay. If you find a difficult word to understand, okay, just ask, okay? So let's find the meaning together. Alvina, finish? Easy? All right, Esa, Natalie? All right, Puspa? Okay, now let's go to the next. 3, 2, 1, open the door. Okay, now, what goes in the box? Okay, what goes in the box? Is this something relating to the topic? What goes in the box? Okay, now I'm sorry. Let's continue. Now let's simplify these problems. Number 1, do you agree with the answer?
Yes.
Number 2, quick, come on, let's do quickly. The more practice, the better.
Yes.
5, 4, 3.
I didn't see anything, Mister.
What? Number 2.
The answer.
Yes, the answer.
3 square root of 2.
3.
3 square root of 2.
Three.
Yeah, square root.
Of
Number 3. 5, 4, 3.
4 square root of
4
3,
square root
Mister.
of 3. 4 square root of 3.
Thank you, very good. Number 4. 5, 4, 3.
5 square root of 3.
Mister.
5 square root of 3.
Wow, very fast. Now, number 5. 6, 5. What about the answer?
Man.
Okay, first you do like this, right? 45 kali 100. Okay? 100-nya keluar jadi 10, right?
Oh iya.
Tinggal akar 5. Sekarang selesaikan aja akar 45. Berapa? Berapa lagi yang keluar? 9 kali 5, right?
Oh yes, 13
3 kali
square
10.
root of 5.
3-nya keluar, tapi kan dengan yang di luar tadi juga.
Oh yes.
No?
Yes.
30?
13 square root of 5.
Atau 900 kali 5, right? 900 kali 5.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but sometimes we don't get that. Okay, it takes time for us to find. Okay, 4,500 equals 900 times 5. Because sometimes we need to, like, think more to find it. Right? So yeah, we can get started from the small one, like 100 times 45. Next, what about number 6?
40
20
square root of
2.
Yeah, you get that. Okay. 40 square root of 2. Okay.
Oh yes. Okay.
Now, we finished with simplifying. Now we go to rationalizing expression using Certs. Okay? Merasionalkan ekspresi yang mengandung Certs, yang menggunakan Certs. What does it mean merasionalkan? Anybody? I give 2 points if you can answer this. What does it mean rationalizing?
Masuk akalin.
Masuk.
Apa sih?
Good, thank
Make sense.
But
menyederhanakan, mengubahnya menjadi suatu bilangan, Mister.
mengubahnya
Contohnya yang tadi itu menjadi suatu bilangan yang lebih kecil atau mungkin kita bisa mengubahnya ke bentuk yang lain, Mister.
bentuk yang lain. That's good. Now ke bentuk yang lain. Come on, somebody add more. Come on, thank you Rizky. Ke bentuk yang lain maksudnya ke bentuk yang
Just like we say it's square root of 75. We can change it to 5 square root of 3. That's we rational about certs.
Thank you. That's a good point. That's a good point. But let me give the answer. So rationalizing means, remember, search rational, right? So search, it is not rational. So what we will do is we must rationalize the search becomes rational. Okay. Now,
Okay.
not clear yet, but now let's continue. You will understand. Oh, there are many words here, but now
Okay.
kita coba baca ya. Karena kita membaca kita tahu apa maksudnya. 3, 2, 1, go. Sometimes
Sometimes in
In
calculation,
calculations,
obtain
we obtain
certs as
certs
the
as denominators.
denominators.
For
For
example,
example, 1
1 over 1
over
square root of 13.
square root of
ada
13.
It is
It
best
is
not
best
to
not
give
to
cert
give
answer
third
in this
answer
way.
in this way.
Instead, we
Instead,
use
we
a
use technique
technique called
called
rationalization.
rationalization.
This changes
This
the cert
changes the third
denominator,
denominator,
which is
which is
irrational, into a
irrational,
whole
into a
number.
whole number.
To see
To see how
how
to
to
do
do
this,
this,
take
take
our
our example
example
1
1
over
over square
1
root of
square root of
13.
13.
To
To rationalize
rationalize
this,
this,
we
we
multiply by the
multiply
fraction
by the fraction
third square root of
square
13
root of
over
13
square root of
over square
13, which equal
which
to
is equal
1.
to 1.
When we
When we
multiply by
multiply
this
by
fraction,
this
we do
fraction,
not
we do
change the
not change
value
the
of
value
our
of
original
our
expression.
original
We
fraction.
obtain
We obtain.
Thank you. So that is so. What is the reason we must rationalizing search? What is the reason? Because
Uh,
in calculation
This is
we obtain search as the,
it is
yeah, and
uh,
we don't want search to be the denominator in fractions like this. Okay. So what we want is we want to have the denominator as whole number or rational number. Ya, kita nggak mau jawaban kita itu atau di suatu pecahan itu penyebutnya irrational. So what we do is we rationalizing it. Okay? And the idea is very simple. For example, kita punya 1 per akar 13. Caranya kita akan kalikan the numerator and the denominator by search-nya. Okay? Look at this. Dikalikan dengan akar 13 over the square root of 13. It doesn't change anything, right? Itu tidak mengubah apa-apa. Karena akar 13 per akar 13, it is just equal to 1, right? So, when you multiply any number by 1, it doesn't change the value. Which is called, that is the identity of multiplication, right? Okay. So, now, if you look at this, let's check the numerator. 1 kali akar 13, you get the square root of 13. And now, the denominator becomes the square root of 13 times the square root of 13. What happens? What happens when you multiply a surd with the same surd?
that's like we memangkatkan suatu bilangan, Mister.
Exactly.
That is so that's the answer. It's like we square root of 4, we times square root of 4. That means the 4.
Okay.
It's like the third. That's the answer. The answer. It's the answer. Aduh.
That's good. Very good. You are a very good explainer, Rizky. Okay. So if you still remember, let's relate surds in square roots with indices. Akar 13 itu sama dengan berapa sih? Berapa pangkat?
13.
Yes. 13 pangkat? Anybody?
2.
No. Kita
Wait.
okay. Akar 13 sama dengan 13 pangkat?
Nah,
Ya, setengah, right? Is it like this? Oke, akar setengah, right? Pangkat setengah. So, kalau kita kalikan akar 13 kali akar 13, what do we have? We have 13
13.
to the power of 1 over 2, like this. And then,
Tambah. Oh iya.
and then you just square that like this.
Yeah.
What happened if you have like this? You multiply the power, right? So you have
Yeah.
3, 1 over 2 times 2, and you get 1.
3, 13.
Still,
Yeah, 1, 1.
atau in other words, we can say we remove the radicals, right? Masih ingat apa itu radicals? Simbol akar itu ya, simbol akar itu namanya radicals, ya. So we'll remove the radical symbol, yeah, by doing that, by squaring Surds. Okay, so I think that's easy to understand. But this is one example of the expressions. Ini masih salah satu ekspresi, ya, ekspresi yang mengandung Surds. Do you understand about this? Let's continue. All right, to find more. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, look at this. So you may recall from your fraction work that the top line of a fraction is the numerator and the bottom line the denominator. Okay, so this is just the review about fractions, English for fractions, yeah. So the top line of the fraction is called numerator and the bottom line of the fraction is called denominator. Now, we have something like this, okay, and fractions contain surds. Sekarang kita buat sebuah pecahan yang mengandung surds, and we make like this. Now the question is this: do we need to rationalize this?
No.
No, because the denominator has already been
Whole number.
all right. So
Well,
what about number 2?
if we can,
Yes, we
we
have
can,
to rationalize that.
we can rationalize.
Because we don't want, kita tidak mau apa? We don't want the denominator,
To be
yeah, the surds. So what do we do? Can you find?
I know. Just times the 4 square root times 5 and 4 square root times 4 square root.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, berarti kali akar 7 per 4 akar 7 ya. That works. Itu
Yeah.
bisa ya. Tapi kalau dikalikan dengan surd-nya saja juga bisa. Dikali akar 7 per akar 7. So 4-nya nggak usah ikut. See?
Oh,
So,
bisa.
yeah.
Iya.
Okay, now number 3 we have another expression. Okay, look at the denominator. Kita punya pengurangan surds as the denominator. Okay, how to rationalize this? Very easy. Later you will know. Okay, so this is the expression number 2. Now, do you have problems seeing the slide? Is there a black?
yes, there's a black.
Now let's read this. If by using certain math techniques, we remove the surd from either the top or bottom of the fraction, then we say we are rationalizing the numerator or rationalizing the denominator. Okay, actually I was wrong. Okay. So yeah, actually it's up to you. It's up to the mathematicians. Itu terserah ahli matematikanya, ya. Kalau dia tidak mau denominatornya surds, yang dia lakuin seperti yang tadi, oke? Dan ada juga yang tidak mau numeratornya sebagai surds, dan tekniknya sama juga, oke? So we have two kinds of rationalizing. Number 1, rationalizing the numerator, and number 2, rationalizing the denominator. Okay, but mostly, kebanyakan, the problem is about rationalizing the denominator. Okay, so far so good?
Okay.
Okay, oh, come on, take your water, come on, drink first. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go to the next. Okay, to rationalize the denominator in the following, okay, multiply the top and the bottom of the fraction by the square root you are trying to remove. Look at this. What square root do we try to remove? The square root of 5, right? So we multiply the top and the bottom of the fraction by the square root of 5. So, like that, just like what we did before. So the answer is that one. So we now remove, yeah. Do you agree with the answer?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, now number 2. This is the thing that I explained before. Kita nggak harus kalikan dengan 2 akar 7 over 2 akar 7, right? Hanya akar 7 saja. That's enough. Now look at this. See? So we just multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 7. And it is possible to remove the radical symbol. Yeah, so we remove the radical symbol in denominator. See, now you don't have the certs in the denominator anymore, right? So you
Right.
already have that. So now the answer is 3. Yeah, do you agree with the answer?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what about number 3? I want you to find this. And if you find the answer, let me know. I want to challenge Brian. Brian, hello Brian.
10 over 45. 10 square root of 5
35.
over 45.
35.
Yep,
Oh yeah, 35.
35. Yep. So like that. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Yeah, you agree with that, right? Nah, sekarang kan kita punya 10 per 35, oke?
Oh iya.
Sederhanakan lagi 10 dengan 35 itu, seperti pecahan yang biasa. Sama-sama bagi 5, right?
5.
So, 10 divided by 5, you get 2 here. 35 divided by 5, you get 7. So, that is the simplest form. Yeah. Cecil, what about you? Rajata? Easy, right? I don't think that this is hard for Einstein. Ya. Tapi Einstein mungkin dia mungkin terlalu mudah buat dia ini. Oke, Rajata, just kidding. Okay, just kidding. Don't be feel offended. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, what goes in the box? Can you do it quickly? I give you 5 seconds. This is my challenge. Number 1, 5 seconds.
7 square root of 3 over 3.
Wow, very fast. Number 2.
4 square root of
4 square root of
6.
6 over 6.
No.
Is that the same
2
form?
square root of 3.
Ah,
No.
good.
Yeah, 2 square root of 6 over 3.
Very good. Okay, number 3. Brian, what? Christina. Berarti sama-sama kali akar 10 ya. So, what do you get?
7 square root of 10 over 15.
Ooh, wow. Okay, thank you. That's very nice. Okay, now, number 4, do you agree, Natalie? Yes, do you agree with the answer? I agree. What about you? Hey, but you don't have to disagree with me just because I'm your teacher, okay? So it's okay to, I disagree with you, mister. I think you were wrong one way. Tell me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what about that? Do you agree with number 4?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Number 5, do you agree with that?
Yes.
So
Okay.
this answer. Look at this. How do you get this? Yang mana yang kita pilih? Dikali akar 5-nya kah atau akar 3-nya?
Akar 3.
That's why? Why, Rizky? Why? Because we want to rationalize the,
Denominator.
Denominator.
so we multiply dengan apa?
Denominator.
The
That's correct.
same. Top and bottom.
Kalau perkalian akar, bisa ya? Jadi di dalamnya aja dikalikan. So akar 5 kali akar 3, what do you get? Square root of 15.
15.
Ya, banyak yang bilang ya. But I think 15 is the right one. Okay, number 6. Do you agree, Rizky?
Yes.
Yes.
I disagree. I think I am wrong, right? Okay.
No, you are right.
No. Let's continue. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now we have something called conjugate pairs. Do you ever use this word conjugate? Apa artinya? Kalau kalian pernah menggunakan di sehari-hari, what is the meaning of conjugate?
I don't know.
Menghubungkan,
Menghubungkan?
menghubungkan, hubung itu, like that, sir, maybe.
Okay, I just check my dictionary. Okay, so conjugate means mengkonjugasikan or mentafsirkan, itu sebagai kata kerja ya. Kalau sebagai adjektif dia berkumpul atau bergabung. Okay, so that is the meaning. Pairs, what is the meaning of pairs?
Bilangan yang sama, kecocokan gitu, sir.
Yeah, very good. Now, so if you still remember the last, bentuknya itu seperti ini, ya. Jadi, so you have problem like this. What is the meaning of this? Akar 3 tambah 6, the square root of 3 plus 6, we multiply with the square root of 3 minus 6. Jadi yang dalam umum itu kita asumsikan sebagai satu kesatuan ya. Jadi kita pengaliannya gitu. And why there is no, why we don't use cross multiplication? Kenapa kita nggak menggunakan cross multiplication? Perkalian silang, perkalian tanda silang. Kenapa?
I don't know.
I think that's a very good question, right? Why we don't use cross tanda simbol perkalian
Too
yang
hard, sir. It's too hard.
It's too hard and it's maybe confusing, right? For some people.
Yes, that's I know how to do that. It's this time the same.
Right? Yeah. Very good. So this is a conjugate. So square root of 3 plus 6 has a conjugate pair. And what is it? The square root of 3 minus 6. That is, a conjugate pair. Okay. Now, why we call it conjugate pair? Let's see. Okay. And what is the meaning about that? Okay. So the brackets are identical apart from the sign in its bracket. Okay. So we can say they are identical apart. Okay. Now look at this. What happens if you multiply? Okay. Do you want to try? What happens if you multiply them? Find it.
I want to try.
Okay. What happens? What is the answer?
Maybe it has. Maybe it is. Wait, is there? Minus 33.
Minus 33. Very good. So, do we still have certs in that answer?
No.
No more certs, right? So, using conjugate pair, we can also remove certs. Okay, kita bisa meremove certs yang biasanya dalam addition, ya, dalam addition and subtraction. Seperti ini kita punya penjumlahan ya dan pengurangan. Kita bisa menghilangkan certs-nya dengan ide ini, with the idea of conjugate pairs. Now look at this. Now observe what happens when the brackets are multiplied out. Okay, let's multiply this out. So this equal. So I think you already learned about this. Yeah, how do you get the answer? Do you understand? Gimana caranya mendapatkan hasil ini? Yes? Who still don't get this? So first, kita kalikan akar 3 dengan akar 3, right? To here. And then we get like this. Okay? And now, we multiply this one. Akar 3 dengan?
Min 6.
Yeah, min 6. So we get minus 6 square root of 3. What is next?
6 square root of 3.
Yes, 6 times square root of 3. So we get plus, right? This is plus. Now we have this. Now, what is the last I still don't have here?
6
Minus
minus 6.
36.
6 times minus 36.
Positive. Yeah, minus 36, right? Okay. Now, if you finish this, kita punya apa nih? This minus 6 square root of 3 plus 6 square root of 3. So what happens if we add this together? We get 0, right? This one. we get 0. Akar 6, minus 6 akar 3 tambah
Okay. Yeah, we get 0.
here. See? So 0 here. So what's left here is apa yang tinggal? Yeah, the answer for this, akar 3 kali akar 3, akarnya hilang, okay? So 3 minus, and then 36. The answer is just like what I said. Yes. So the answer is, what is the answer, Rizky?
Minus 33.
Yes, minus 33. Okay. Yep, I guess.
I found it in Google. I found in Google how to do this.
Now, look at this. When the brackets are multiplied out, kita bisa menggunakan kata multiplied out ya, jadi untuk hasil kalinya. The surds cancel out. Apa artinya cancel out? Hilang ya, so cancel out. And we end up, kita pada akhirnya end up ya, seeing that the expression is rational. So the answer is now rational. This result is used throughout the following slide. Okay, now let's see what's next. So rationalize the denominator in the expressions below by multiplying top and bottom by the appropriate conjugate. Nah, sekarang kita punya denominatornya the square root of 5 minus 3. If we want to rationalize the denominator, what should we do? Using
Addition pairs.
Yeah, conjugate pairs. So, what is the conjugate pairs of the denominator? Ya, plus ya, jadi yang tadinya minus jadi plus aja. See? So, kita kalikan lagi kali akar 5 tambah 3, akar 5 tambah 3. Itu juga sama dengan 1 juga ya. So, it doesn't change anything. Itu tidak mengubah apapun. So, just multiply and you get this one. Okay. And then you will get this one. And the last is this. And now we have a fraction with the denominator rational. With the rational denominator. Okay? Rizky, can you get it? Natalie, can you get it? What about others?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah. So this is the idea of conjugate pairs. Now, let's try number 2. Anybody? What's the conjugate pairs of this? Of the square root of 3
Square root of 3 plus square root of 2.
of 2. Exactly. So, you get this conjugate pairs, multiply them. Multiply the operator and the this
7 square root of 3 minus 7 square root of 2.
Oh, wow, okay. Someone is very good here. Okay. Now, look
I learned in the internet is there.
Hey.
In YouTube. It's many.
right.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So the answer is like that. Jadi kita punya 3 minus 2 and it is 1. Kalau per 1 itu kita nggak usah tulis ya dalam bentuk pecahan. So the answer is that. Okay, in both of the above examples, the surds have been removed. Ya, di kedua contoh di atas, surdsnya sudah di-remove ya, from the denominator as required. Dari denominator seperti yang kita ingin.